Have you ever been turned down by a man?
Yeah, once.
What happened?
Well, I told him I loved him, and he was like, well, what about your husband? And I was like, my husband doesn't love you.
I hate being on a date and then they're like, oh my God, so like, what do you do for work? And then I have to explain that I literally go like, oh yeah, I'm a content creator. Like, that's literally gonna save me because they're probably gonna look at my Instagram. Like, I can't even explain how awkward it was to explain that. But now I just own it.
It blows my mind there's men out here still dealing with it. To be honest with you. You know, there's men out here that, oh, should I date her? She does OnlyFans. I'm telling you right now, it will never work out for you in the long run, man. You know, these kind of women, I pray for them. I pray for me. I struggle myself, but I can tell you right now that this woman is going to destroy you. You know, most men cannot live with that. You know, that's nothing but shame. And I'm telling you, until you find a woman who puts God first in her life, and you're going to know, because a God-fearing person, they're going to sin, they're going to struggle, but they ain't going to be doing this. You know what I mean? They're going to be putting God first, and they're going to mess up sometimes for sure, but at the end of the day, they're always going to put God first. They're going to have conviction in their heart. You know, they're going to have that. I promise you. A God-fearing person that you're going to know. You know, don't be out here settling for people who are doing porn and OnlyFans, and it's a gateway to hell. That's all it is. Walk away, man. Respect yourself. Jim grinding God.
It's pretty safe to say you've slept with 50 men for the majority of women and how they're dating today with sexual liberation and freedom. And I get to go out there and I get to live my best life. And I'm doing slut walks and all these different things that are encouraged in society.
What is a slut walk?
What's her name? Amber Rose's walk. It's a slut walk, right? And you go and you're taking pride in the fact that you get to have sex with as many men as you want. No, you know what that is? That's trauma projected onto other women that are traumatized, finding each other and making your bad choices okay. It's not okay. Not if you want a high earning, high value masculine man. If that's just your life, then do you. I'm not here to judge you. I don't care. I'm just telling you what you disqualify yourself from. So if you are talking from a space of, I've slept with 50 men, why? What happened to you? Why are you seeking love so desperately that now you have to give one of the most valuable things that you have to somebody that you barely even know?
Well, Sarah, a lot of people don't believe that they were just valuable. They
And
just
that's
think they think
why?
it's just, but I get
then
it.
that goes into upbringing. Why did nobody ever teach you that?
People can have a horrible upbringing. I
Yeah.
know this from my own experiences.
Yes.
And then through their own intentional choice to heal, seek God.
Exception to the rule. The reality is most people have trauma. They never address their trauma and they perpetuate the same cycle of life over and over and over again. Most people, they get older, but they never really grow up. They never really mature. They never really choose to say, hey, you know what? I want to have a different life. And things like promiscuity. Any person that has been promiscuous in the past, you can't tell me they don't have trauma. Probably some kind of assault, something along those lines. Very rarely do you find super promiscuous women that weren't abused in their past.
I mean, I agree, but at the end of the day, the reason why these women are the way they are is because they believe that what happened to them doesn't matter. A lot of men who abuse women get away with it. So it's like if women aren't made to feel like they are safe to go get justice for the abuse that caused them to be this way.
I gotta pause you really quick because my mind is going in two different ways. If you are truly a victim, and let's take children out of it, right? Let's say adults. How does this happen? If you got grabbed on the street and you were raped or sexually assaulted, I am not talking about those women. But there are a lot of women that will go to a man's house after the club, or a lot of women that will go to a man's house after dinner, or a lot of women that will go to a man's house after the night is over. What did you think was going to happen?
I mean, honestly,
and then they want to say, "Oh, I was raped. What did you go there for at 2:00 in the morning?"
There's women who will manipulate the situation to then say, "Oh, I was abused." But 9 times out of 10, the women who were raised right in 2-parent households ain't doing that stuff. Normally, all women, I can
that's my point.
Safely say that all women who are desensitized, traumatized, and can just be in situationships and not have any emotional toll on them and can just mess around with any man.
No, but there is emotional.
No, what I'm saying, they don't. They're nonchalant about it. They're like the man. They like, all right.
They're not like the man. They're masking as they're like the man.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
though. But it's just like I believe that all of those women at some point they were either not raised right, touched on, abused, harassed.
That's my point.
All of them.
The writings are on the wall. Now this is the thing too.
And that's really what we're trying to get to, because a lot of modern women will make up all of these excuses to continue doing the wrong thing. They will continue to do the wrong thing. And then when it does not work out for them, when they are used up, when a man says, you know, why didn't you do better? Why didn't you think about this before doing this? No answer. No answer. They just, I just living in the moment. That's just because that's just what I wanted to do. Yeah, but once again, you should have been smart about that. At what point in time are you going to grow out of this? Modern women continue to tell men, get your act together, grow out of this, do better. But then when a man says, okay, well, ditto, you need to be doing the same thing, then all of a sudden, oh, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that, I got to work through this, I got to work through that. A man is not given leeway. They're not going to try to give the man leeway. They're just going to tell him, hey, you're not up to par.
So I just drained this man, and how did you find me?
Instagram.
When?
Like 7 o'clock-ish. Yeah,
Well, tonight.
Tonight.
So I posted a reel this morning, and you've seen it tonight, on the day of my huge event where I've literally drained, a couple of hundred people, and
Yeah.
you came and drove an hour and a half.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's crazy. What the hell?
A woman will constantly test that identity to see if you're really about what you say you're about or not. Keep that in mind. This is what you have to remember. When you are less mature, you will look at intimacy with a woman and you're going to tell yourself, I need this, or I would really like companionship, or all these feelings. Okay. If you actually look at what happens with most guys, you end up dating and being with women that was not a good fit for you, your being, who you are, your soul, all of those things, very important. My first step in actually looking at life with raw truth and looking at things rationally would be this one statement. The point of sex is procreation, new life. The point of dating, is to lead to family creation and or marriage. And when I talk about that, this is what I mean. I'm not just saying marriage on a piece of paper. The most important element, if you're going to refer to marriage, would be a covenant with God between man and woman. Man and woman come together. There's a covenant or unity under God. That is marriage. Okay. The point of dating is to lead to family creation. Okay. Which is ultimately the point of sex, which is reproduction. So this is really important to understand, because if you can't look at the raw facts or the raw truth of things, it's going to be very hard to lead your life the right way. And then when you take a look at your past life decisions, it's no wonder that you've had women exit your life or pull away, because the woman is going to see incongruency after incongruency after incongruency, and constantly you leading with emotion, all because you are lustful or you really, really, really have a lot of romantic desire. And that is not good.
Hey, it's time you learn, understand, and master the language of women. That way you can attract the woman you want and you retain her interest level without her leaving you heartbroken. Without her leaving you so sad and so heartbroken and pulling away and then never talking to you ever again. Go and check that out. I already made it for you. I have an exact process you can just copy paste into your dating life and go. You need to learn, understand, and master the language of women. Go and check that out right now.
I finally realized that it's true when they say that women can just be friends with men, but men can't just be friends with women. But why is that? Like, I don't understand. Like, for all the men, write down in the comments why men and women can't just be friends.
And then she was talking about how she's charismatic and she was giving the men that she was friends with mixed signals. I disagree with this fully. I know of a lot of men who have friends who are women. I actually have guy friends myself, and they have never liked me like that. They see me as more of a sister or a relative. Not only that, but sometimes men will be friends with women that have more in common with them. They're more into some of the guy stuff, maybe sports, gaming. And so it's definitely a normal platonic relationship. And I'm not saying he doesn't date women like this, but sometimes his type of woman is a little bit different from the women he's friends with. I know of a lot of men who are really interested in women who are very feminine, but some of the girlfriends that they have are a little bit more masculine because they get along really well. They can joke about the same things. I hate content like this because it assumes every man's attention is essentially the same thing. And there's a lot of men out there probably watching videos like this being like, no, I don't like my friend that's a woman like that. And I personally think it's important to surround yourself with a variety of people so you get different opinions and different views. You're not in this tunnel of just the same type of people 24/7.
I'm an avoidant, and this is why I cheat and lie. I learned early that I get overwhelmed fast. When someone gets close, I feel pressure. When someone wants more from me, I feel trapped. When things get serious, I pull back because it feels like I'm about to lose my freedom. So I get used to having two lives. In one life, I show up, I text, I take you out, I play the part. In the other life, I keep my options open because it makes me feel like I'm still in control. I cheat because the new attention feels easy. It doesn't ask anything from me. It doesn't expect follow through. It doesn't bring up real conversations. It lets me feel wanted without the pressure of actually showing up for someone. I lie because the truth requires work. The truth means talking about what I did. The truth means dealing with your reactions. The truth means changing something, and I don't want to change anything. When things get serious, I start doing things behind the scenes, answering messages I shouldn't, keeping people around just in case, talking to someone when I feel boxed in. It isn't because you're missing something. It's because I learned to protect myself by keeping distance, even when I'm the one causing the damage. Cheating lets me avoid responsibility. Lying lets me avoid the conversation. Both let me stay comfortable. I don't cheat because I want someone else. I cheat because I don't want to feel cornered. I don't lie because I'm evil. I lie because the truth forces me to show up, and showing up feels like too much pressure. This is how I learned to survive closeness. This is why I pull back even when I like someone. This is why I ruin things while pretending I'm fine. This is what it looks like inside of my head. This part I never admit out loud. I'm an avoidant, and this is why I cheat and lie.
Second time somebody better make somebody funny. Give me a $100.
Nah, the word gotta go. Oh, hold on. Oh, shit. Oh,
Southside.
shit, hold on.
Southside.
Now, see, the black leaders will have you believe that segregation, Jim Crow, and redlining and slavery is the reason why we act like that. But you got a whole TV show dedicated to this shit. Stupid motherfucker. Krishan Rock could have been Carissa Shields. But now she missing a tooth and got a special needs baby. Come on, man, we talking about something now. A black woman made that fucking TV show. And most of you snapping turtle wig bitches watch that motherfucker. Every day, you know all they names that you made them bitches famous, but it's white folks' problem. And don't you get your ass in my comments telling me how much I only talk about black folks. I've been looking for these type of white folks videos and I can't fucking find them. But I got fresh material every Tuesday that baddies come on.
Why isn't paternity fraud illegal? It's estimated 6% of men are fathering children that are not theirs.
There should be consequences for that.
But there aren't.
Okay.
And that's my point, is you guys don't care about equality. You want freedom at the expense of men.
Okay, sure. Next.
Do you think that men should have the right to opt out of fatherhood, since women have the right to opt out of motherhood?
No.
She ain't lying. Y'all check this out.
Hey babe, good morning. I just wanted to let you know I'm gonna have a pretty busy day today, so I'm gonna try to call you on my lunch break, but if I can't, I'll text you. Either way, I'll see you tonight. I love you.
That man don't like you! She is absolutely correct, and this applies to women too. And of course, I'm talking about somebody that you're really dealing with. I'm not talking about somebody you met a week ago. It takes less than 10 seconds to send a text message or leave a voice message. So if you don't hear from somebody all day or 2 days, unless they're in a hospital, lost their phone, or dead, there is nothing else that makes any sense. They ain't rocking with you. It's that simple.
Unpopular opinion. Most men are not selfish at all. They actually put themselves last when it comes to their families and their households, and especially you. That man puts his happiness on the back burner to make sure everybody around him is taken care of, to make sure everybody's needs is met, which is why it's important for you as his partner to make sure that he's taken care of, to make sure that he has all the little things that he may need. No matter how tired you are from the day, I get it. You got to be a mama. You got to be a chef. You got to be the cleaner sometimes. You the maid. You running around doing all the chores. I got it. But you still have to make sure that that man is taken care of in the same manner that he's making sure that you are taken care of. That his happiness is just as important to you as yours is to him. That's your job. It's part of being a good partner. Trust me. He gonna appreciate it. And you'll get all those little things that you say you want and desire from him, because he will notice your extra effort to make sure that he's seen.
So if you know anything about financial literacy, you know that cars are depreciating assets. And the same thing goes for women, right? So pretty much as soon as you take a car off the parking lot, it starts to depreciate. And every year that you have a car, it becomes more of a liability, obviously, and then it depreciates more and more and more. And the same thing goes for women. Women are depreciating assets. The older you get, the more you depreciate. The more that you do, meaning having kids out of wedlock, the faster you depreciate. Not taking care of yourself, the faster you depreciate. Every other weekend, you're in the bars, drinking a whole bunch of alcohol, and now you have a beer belly, you depreciate it even faster, right? So women depreciate as they get older. Whereas men, they actually go up in value. Why? Because most men do not meet their financial stride, especially black men, until their mid to late 40s. And the more money that a man makes, the more women are going to flock to him because hypergamy is real and women also very much want a provider. So the opposite is happening. Women depreciate, men go up in value. This is why women need to humble themselves and also find out at a very early age what a man wants and becomes that so that you can get off the dating market ASAP, because every year that you stay on the dating market, being on a hot girl summer, being a 304, trying to, pimp men and all this other stuff and get materialistic things and and have these horrible mindsets is another year that you depreciate. And if you have kids, like I said, you depreciate faster. And if you're not taking care of yourself, you depreciate even faster. So with that being said, women need to humble themselves. And also on top of that, women need to also realize that if they are chosen, you cannot sit up here and expect for a man to pay all the bills or the bulk of the bills and have traditional mindsets of a man being a provider, but there's nothing traditional about you, meaning that you don't want to cook. You don't want to clean. You don't want to rear the children. You don't want to do anything that the traditional women did as a trade-off for their man going to work and providing and paying the bulk of the bills. Because at the end of the day, women can say what they want, but men already know that even if they can't pay 100% of the bills, they know that they are financially responsible for most or the majority of the load. So ladies, please humble yourself because you are a depreciating asset. Please figure out what a man wants at a very early age so that you can get off the dating market ASAP, because every year you stay on the dating market is another year that you depreciate more and more and more. And it is not the way to go.
And to be honest, it sounds harsh for somebody to call you a depreciating asset, but people make it very clear to a man, especially in modern dating. You have to do this or else you're a bum. You have to meet this standard or else you're a loser. Over and over again, men are told, hey, if you're not meeting this quota, if you're not up to this standard, we can't do anything with you. Sorry, you're a bum. Go hang out on the outskirts of society where all the bums hang out, I guess. I wouldn't know because I'm not over there because I'm not a bum. But, when you decide to get your act together, then you can come around again. And nobody bats an eye. Nobody says anything about it. But when a modern woman comes in here running her mouth, acting silly, talking about all of the things that she can do, talking about her worth and how she's not lowering her standard, nobody says anything. It's like, hey, that guy is actually good for you. Maybe you should check him out. No, I ain't lowering my standard. I'm not doing X, Y, and Z. He not going to get me to lower my standard. I've worked too hard, too many years. I've fought, I've clawed, I've climbed up the mountaintop, and I've been this and I've been that. When really, honestly and truly, the boyfriend in 5th grade probably broke up with him because she spit in his face. And she was upset with that man because that man wouldn't allow her to dog him out. A lot of modern women out here be doing stuff in their childhood, be doing stuff in their teenage years. And then when men completely stop messing with them, they wonder why. And it'd be one thing if it was just high school and you was like, man, I was a knucklehead in high school. And at some point in time, your brain developed to where you turned around and said, man, I was really, really silly back then. And you started to change. But a lot of modern women don't come to this realization, they don't come to this realization until they're about 35, 40. It doesn't really hit them until about 35, 40, to be honest. Because I'm still thinking I got it. I got like a few of them hanging on. I got a few stragglers right around 30, 31, 32. But then about 35, 40, if I'm not the cutest person, they're starting to drop off. And so now I have to actually think about, well, dang, maybe I'm not that great of a person. That don't got nothing to do with me being a good sister or a good auntie, but as a partner, I might be a good co-worker. I might be a good boss to whoever is underneath me. Whoever I manage, I might be a great supervisor. But my attitude in relationships sucks. Men have been telling me this for a long time, actually since high school, but I didn't want to listen to them. And now it's too late, and I'm having troubles finding somebody when I thought they would always be there.
This one separates logic from emotion.
Answer. Okay. You are older. Name me the product that gains value with age and use. A product that gains value with age and use? Yeah. I want to say, your mind, but I may be different. I may be wrong. I said a product, and where can you go buy a mind? A product. Oh, a product. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you're going to tell me. Yeah, nothing. Oh, I am. Nothing. And let's just talk about your cookies. They're getting older and they've been used. That don't mean nothing.
Yes, it do.
You're right, they don't. Oh, you are ornery. I'm honest. I'm honest, ma'am. Ma'am.
The truth is that you free.
What you're saying is, I'm going out to...
Women want to play in their early years, and then they want to settle down in their later years. Nah, I'll pass.
Two of the biggest challenges that I run across consistently when I mediate with couples is one, women expect men to show up and function excellent in every aspect of manhood, even though oftentimes men are underexposed to healthy examples of manhood, whether it be financial stewardship or emotional intelligence. There's a lot of times that men have not seen a healthy example, so how can you expect a man to be something he never saw? The second thing is men expect women to be soft, submit, and come up under their leadership, while this woman has been in survival mode her whole life. She had to protect herself. She didn't have nobody to fall back on, and you expect her to just relinquish that right, relinquish that responsibility to you, and you haven't shown a reason for her to trust you yet. When she did come under the leadership, trust, or submit herself to a man, he abused his authority to that woman. And so what I've come to learn is that men don't trust a woman's ability to be patient with him as he's learning to show up better. Also, women don't trust a man's ability to be patient with her as she's unlearning survival mode and learning how to thrive into the femininity, the woman, and the softness that she desires to be anyway.
Heart been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Renee's school calls me. She's put a pencil in someone's ear. I've gone running because that doesn't sound like my daughter. Renee, come here, Shmi. What happened? She pulled my skirt. I said, okay, did you tell the teacher? No, she was busy. He pulled it again. I told him don't do it. He pulled it again. And then he called me stupid. I was trying to hit him and accidentally Mama went like, oh, okay. Say sorry. But he was wrong. He should also say sorry. No. First you say sorry. So she very grudgingly said sorry to him. She came to me and she says, everything you've taught me, today you made me go against it by apologizing when it was his fault. I said, yeah, it was his fault. Still pulling your skirt. Then what provoked you to put that pencil there was him calling you stupid. Is your name stupid? No. Then why did you respond? But he called me stupid. He has the freedom to call you anything he wants. You owned it and you reacted. You're wrong. Coming back to being called a gold digger. You can call me anything you want. And that's what this definition of gold digger is for me. It's humor.
For better, for worse.
For richer, for poorer.
For richer, for poor.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To love,
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And obey. To love.
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And obey.
I'm not saying that word.
Say it.
I'm not saying that word. I'm not obeying anybody. I don't obey anybody, especially him. So you can continue without that word. Cherish. I'm not obeying nobody. I'm not saying that word. You think I am about to start my life off obeying a man? Never. I'm not obeying anybody.
Say it, girl.
So we can continue. We can continue without me.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Really? Is that the message? That this beautiful life I've built for myself, like it's just supposed to be me in it alone? Like I know I have my dog and I love him so much, but like I need love.
I feel like I've been feeling really like I'm in my own bubble and like nobody knows I exist. And like obviously I do have like my internet friends and everything, but like in the real world, I feel like I don't have anybody right now.
Like I genuinely just want love in my life so badly. Truly the only thing I'm missing in my life is someone to enjoy it with.
Bye. But no, let me calm down so I don't look all crazy. Just like these past few days, I've been feeling really like alone and antisocial. And I'm usually always like this, but these past days it's been like super like intense. And then I feel like I brought this upon myself because I feel like I push everyone out of my life and then I complain that I don't have any friends. And
I'm so sick of waiting. Like, when is it going to be my turn? What more do I have to do to fix myself before I'm just allowed to be happy, before I'm allowed to meet this universe soulmate person that God supposedly has for me?
What is going on, bro? Yo, that's fucked, bro. Yo, you don't give a fuck. Are you okay? Are you okay? Bro, stop.
That man walked away like, so what if I just pushed a drunk woman out of traffic? Whoop-de-doo. And the comments are like, shout out to those one guys for being the real gentleman. Always wanting to check men's behavior, never wanting to check women's. Women in the comments are just flying past the fact that woman was literally smashing and trying to stand on cars. Let's never call it the behavior women's doing. Let's only check how men react to women's poor behavior. That's called narcissism.
Yo, girl math is using the nigga that got his shit together to chill with the nigga that don't got shit. That's so fucked up, right? But I'm about to call this nigga who got a V to drop me off at this nigga crib who don't got a V. Got a crib though.
Why do you keep playing with me? Yeah. Why do you keep playing with me? I did this with Bones. I did this with y'all. Why do you keep playing with me? Why do you keep playing with me?
Now you got it.
Why do you keep playing with me? Stop playing with me. You can do what you want to do, but don't play with me like that. Y'all not gonna play with me and disrespect me like that. Don't do that.
Yo, this shit is dead to the turn. What the fuck? There's no napkins?
And you notice she's still talking because she knows she's out of pocket. She knows she's out of pocket. She know the fact that that man, you see the way she's moving. She knows that that man, if he stood up and he was actually coming for her, he could have done some damage. He really could have. Modern women don't understand that. They think that, oh, I can throw this on you and I can do this to you, and a man won't do anything. And a lot of men are gentlemen and they won't. They'll let you go, especially in today's era with social media and stuff like that. They'll let you go. But I'm telling you, you got a whole bunch of men in the comments saying, hey, you better than me, boy. You better than me. Because had it been me, I might have called my sister or I might have done something to you. You guys got to start being a little bit more careful. You got to start being a little bit more careful. I saw another woman throw something on a man. It's actually, I think I might have added in one of my other clips. Throw something on a man in his face. Throwing phones at the man and chasing the man down. Then when that man put her to sleep on that pavement, they want to chase him down. All the men looking like another brother smoking a cigarette, just looking like, well, I guess that happened. Where the men at? Why don't the men help? Because we, as well as you, could see all three of them ladies, or excuse me, all three of them, two ladies and one man, hollering, screaming, cussing that man out in his face, going back and forth, throwing a drink in his face, throwing a phone in his face, knocking his phone out his hand and throwing it all over the place. And then when he finally swing on you and knock you to that ground like that, matter of fact, he retaliated, knocked the phone out of her hand, and he started walking away. She decided to chase him and chucked the phone at him with all her might. And that's when he turned around and hit her with a nice left hook. And that was the end of it. That was the end of it. And you don't like to see stuff like that because people can really, really, really get injured. You hit the ground like that, that's a head injury. Period. End of story. But modern women don't seem to care about safety when emotion is involved. And that's why they end up in the position that a lot of them do. Be careful, young lady. I think your night is over. You need to call an Uber and go home.
Oh, I want $500,000. I want some new Louis Vuitton bags, new phone, maybe a nice little beach place.
Oh, so you're expensive.
Yeah.
I'm confused though. Why you want all that?
Because I need to be spoiled.
You need to be spoiled.
Yeah.
This video is scripted, but I know there's men out here dealing with it, man. There's men out here dealing with women who all they care about is what you give them. What you're offering, how much money you are making, your time, your assets, everything. They don't care about you, man. These women will not care about you. Pray for them. That's my message overall, right? Pray for everybody. Everyone needs it. But I can tell you that you don't marry these women. You don't continue to talk to them and think that they're going to be your wife when they're not acting like a wife. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. A woman is going to respect you. A woman is going to have those wifey qualities when you meet her. Certain things we're all going to have to work on. We're sinners. We're imperfect human beings. So don't expect perfection because it's not going to happen. Put God first. Make sure your partner does too. And that's it, man. That's how you're going to make it work. Jim Grant to God. I say it all the time.
It ain't no way my good and wet and your just happen to be slipping out.
I
That don't make no sense.
have a really big, I feel like if you have a small, you shouldn't even try to talk to me. Like, why are you doing that? If you see me, like, what's going on?
Yo.
One disgusting secret that more men need to understand about women is that women need to be trained on how to treat you. It's like training a dog. The least trainable dogs are the ones that are spoiled. Spoil the dog with treats, and they will not be motivated to give you any tricks. So why are you doing this with women? I'm working with one of my clients right now, and he has been hung up on this girl for 2 years. It's a friend of his. And, he was always the one initiating. He was bringing her out on friend dates. And I said, hey, no, stop. Why are you continuing to give her treats when she's not giving you the tricks that you want? Cut the initiation. Have her come to you. Stop bringing her out on dates. Group activities. They all ended up going out. She gets to see him in a new light with all of his friends. She now understands the hierarchy. She starts reevaluating him. She realizes that she needs to put in effort to start getting the reward, which is him. And now that they're consistently sleeping together, he went from chasing her to choosing whether or not he wants to stay with her. It's a much more powerful place to be. If you want to understand women and get back your power in relationships, DM me the word reset to find out about my private coaching.
If male loneliness continues to grow, what do we expect will happen?
More lustful, less relationships, less true love.
Less marriage, less happiness, less families, less,
I mean, it'll either begin to self-correct or it'll reach a tipping point. But once again, I feel like there needs to be some responsibility taken from one side more than others, but several sides on the issue.
The male self-deletion rate could still rise, and it still is going to be a problem because there's not help coming. And then I think also people having families or anything like that, it'll grow still into family chains.
What about you, Barbie?
How many kids?
How many
That's a
baby
lot,
mamas?
Grace. How
Let's
many
do-
baby mamas?
Yeah.
Baby mamas are irritating as shit. So I can't do no more than 2. But I can't even say that because I'm the 4th baby mama. So
Lord.
that's what I'm saying.
Stop that.
My daddy got 4 baby mamas too and 5 kids.
Back to the video.
Nah, listen, this is the thing. I thought I was the 3rd baby mama. Found out I was the fucking 4th.
Okay.
And this is why I can't stand
See,
it.
I
thought I was the 2nd and found out I was the 3rd.
That was a bad question.
I have them type problems. Okay, but related to that.
Looking for. It is 520 somewhere. And they are actually.
Hey,
y'all know how we did the mock draft?
Listen.
But see how they be doing us, y'all? And this is why we're saying.
Well, 520 somewhere. They
So listen, this is what I want to say. In the
the
defense of the fellas that so it seems like all y'all are 4th and 5th round picks. In defense of this, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, listen though,
3rd.
y'all knew what y'all was signing. Y'all was
get it right.
Yeah. Y'all knew what y'all was signing up for. Y'all the real NFL draft.
And that's why I'm not going for it now. So I'm just
Tom
so
Brady
cool
was picked
off
in the 7th
everybody.
round.
Yeah, Tom Brady was picked at the 199th pick.
That means you still
that
can be
ain't got
golden.
nothing to do with
But
us.
it's still
That
hard.
got nothing to do with us. We got niggas that love our dirty drugs.
Y'all
We
still
just
can
not
be.
get it.
Y'all still could be the one.
Yeah.
Lose the pick is
We
in.
are the one. Look where we at.
Nah, for sure.
We're building.
So also the baby mamas y'all are cool with.
No, I'm not cool. No.
Not now.
It's about the type of baby mama. As long as you got all your DMs, like y'all all on the same page,
Yeah.
then that's not a problem.
Because we are too old to have baby mama drama at this
Yeah,
age.
for sure.
Because I don't have
One
baby daddy
crazy
drama,
baby
so
mama
no.
can ruin it for everybody though.
Like she said, I'm the 4th baby mama, but I thought I was a 3rd. I mean, even looking at that, I thought I was a 3rd. I mean, at that point in time, I'm assuming maybe she just found out that she was the 4th, and I'm hoping. I mean, because I guess basically what I'm trying to say is, even at 3, if you found out the man had 2. What Sarah was talking about it maybe in another clip from It's Giving podcast. We make too many excuses for these modern women for their bad behavior. This we can sit up here and talk about all day. Well, it's because I didn't have this and that happened and this happened in my life and this happened to me and I was mishandled and a man came in, and we can take those and put them off to the side as legitimate reasons why you would be messed up. But for all of the other women, I was just looking at a woman in a post a minute ago, 2-3 minutes ago. I think the caption or something like that was it's spring break and activities are already underway. It was a woman driving by in a convertible top, Mustang, passenger seat. It's illegal, by the way, I would think, to not driving down the road with your seatbelt off like that. Number one. Number two, twerking. Driving down the road twerking. Are we serious? We gonna say that's because, maybe it is. Maybe it is. But my point is there's too many modern women out here doing this type of stuff and wanting a pass for bad behavior.
Girl, I'm really just not the kind of girl that's going to go order the most expensive thing on the menu. Even if I know you can afford it, that's just not how I was raised. It's just not how I do things. I'll let him lead the way. Like if he wants to pop open some champagne or something, I'm like, oh, well, that's amazing. But I'm not going to be like, first thing I sit down at the table, yes, I want the Dom pairing out. Even if I can afford it, it's just like when somebody else is paying, like I don't think in my mind, let me go crazy. I kind of think like, actually, let me get less than what I would normally do for myself. I would never do that on somebody else's dime because one, I'm really not there for the food. I'm really there to be with this person. Some people will say I'm a pick me because of that, but I just wasn't raised like that, where you go and when somebody else is paying, you order the most expensive thing on the menu. Unless he suggests and says, hey, babe, I really want you to try this, then I'd be like, okay, thank you, but my primary goal is not to be there for the food anyway.
Hey, babe, you ready?
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for this vacation. I
Me
could just
too.
have fun like this every night. You ready?
I am.
Let's have fun.
Okay. Hey, babe.
I told you not to talk to me when my retainer's in.
You want to have some fun tonight?
I have been on a plane, train, and a boat today, okay? I don't want to do anything. I'm fucking overstimulated. Don't fucking breathe so loud. Give me the blanket.
Oh, well, okay.
Don't talk to me for the next 2 days.
Day 2 of me working out in Dick's until I make my ass fat. Let me show you what I'm working with.
I don't have a gym membership right now, so I use whatever the world gives me. People laugh when they see me working out in public. They think it's a joke. They think it's for views. But the truth is, discipline doesn't care about location. While everyone else is scrolling, I'm turning shopping aisles into cardio and parking lots into leg day. I don't wait for motivation. I move first, and motivation chases me. So if you're watching this thinking, I'll start tomorrow, just know, tomorrow starts wherever you're standing right now. And it just so happens I'm standing inside Dick's. And speaking of Dick, for only $3, you can see me take Dick.
No. That was literally me. I was just listening to my coach. Y'all really sexualize everything on here. It's actually weird. Like, I'm at the gym. Relax.
Hey, you got it, man.
Get the fuck out. Go.
Hey, that bitch just like that one.
You're ugly as fuck. Go.
You think you pretty?
I know I'm not that pretty.
Big ass forehead.
Think she pretty? She knows she's pretty. Look at her.
So beautiful, but damn, look at my fucking forehead.
There, you see this? You see this? Nothing.
Come in. You can come in. You can come in. Hello, is anyone there? Hello?
Wow. I am finding out a lot of women do not think like me. Or maybe there are some women that think like me, but it's not very many. But like, I like to learn. I like to be curious and be nosy. And what I mean by that is, if I see a man, more specifically like a father, my father, or if I had a man or my brothers or uncles doing something that I don't know how to do, I'm going to stand right by you and watch you do it. If you are working on my car, I'm going to stand and watch over you watching my car. I want to see what you're doing. I got questions. What does this do? Okay. What is this for? Okay. How do I do this? I want to know for myself. So in case you're not around to help me, or God forbid something happened to you or whatever, I know how to do it and be efficient for myself. You know, if you fixing something around the house, or if you're doing some type of HVAC work or plumbing, I'm going to be standing right there watching you do it. And I might have some questions. What does this do? What does this go to? Okay, how do you do this? I might just watch just to be watching, just so I know. Like, you're not too good and you're not too pretty to learn something. And I think that's a bonding moment between a father and a daughter, a brother and a sister, you and your man. That's his opportunity to teach you something. And you learn from somebody that's really special and significant to you. Instead of just sitting in the living room or being on your phone, or, you know what I'm saying, being somewhere else, being cute. Why don't you just take the time to watch and learn something? I can't be the only person that feel like this. I know there got to be other women that feel like this, but it's not very common. We need to make this common. Learn how to do things that can help you for the long run by watching the man and asking that man questions. I promise you, there is nothing like a woman that knows. If you know and you know how, you a bad man pajama, because you took the time to learn. I mean, that just be me. Maybe that's just me. But I love to learn, okay? If you got to fix the tires on my car, I'm going to watch you do it. If you got to fix something in the house, I'm going to watch you do it, okay? And I'm going to ask questions. If I got to sit there with a notebook, okay, baby, now what's this do? Okay. And you say, I need what for this? Oh, this don't take that type of oil? Oh, okay. Okay, and it's different types. What types is there? Bond with that man and learn something along. And then guess what? When you're doing it for yourself, girl, you're going to feel proud of yourself. You're like, I did that. Because I took the time to learn that. You are not too cute and you are not too good to learn from these men.
Hey,
body. Ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga. Why you ain't got no hair up there? Boy, you looking like a bowling ball. Boy, you looking like a basketball. Boy, you looking like a soccer ball. Boy, you looking like a golf ball. Boy, you looking like a tennis ball. Nigga, haircut tennisism. Haircut falling off the bone. Boy, you looking like a milk dud. Nigga thought he was Michael Jordan. Boy, you looking like Blank Man. Boy, you looking like Lil Bill. Boy, you looking like Wayne Head. Ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga. God have mercy upon us.
Get the fuck up out of here. You tripping. For real. You wild. Get the fuck up out of here.
Problem.
I don't know how many times I gotta tell you. Get up out of here. Nah.
Look, I win you money on pack job. I give you good money. Look, you make lots of money.
Nah. You can go pay that nigga to fix your wig or something. Cause that shit fucked up. Get up out of here and leave.
The wig. I need it.
Yeah. Nah, you gotta go. See, this nah. I'm not gonna go. Where my dog at? Get up out of here. Leave. For real. You tripping. And laying on the floor? Oh yeah. You rather me keep up out of here. For real. You wildin'. Leave.
Fuck you. It's okay.
I'm over this. I'm glad it's done for. Leave.
You.
Alex Cooper, thank you so much for opening my eyes. I had no idea how oppressed I was living in one of the safest, most opportunity-rich countries in the world. I also learned that the patriarchy is so evil that men going to war to protect nations is catastrophic. Obviously, women should be on the front lines because equality. I've also been informed that the best way to find out what I want in life and in the bedroom is to sleep with as many men as possible. Why would I explore intimacy with a stable partner who actually cares about me when I can just crowdsource the experience? And think about that more. And the best part is that if all that empowerment ends up in an accident, no problem. Apparently accountability is pretty optional now. Wow. I feel so liberated. This is the tire, by the way, because confusing chaos with empowerment has somehow become very fashionable.
Just a bunch of foolishness is really all it is. Foolishness. Modern women continue to say silly stuff. They get podcasts and they continue to talk stupid. They think because they're making millions now or they're making a pretty good living and they've got a pretty good following that they can start talking stupid, or they can continue to say the stupid stuff that they've been saying all along. No, it was stupid before you had your following. And now that you have a masked following, you can just pick through all of the stupid people. That's what we're doing. We're looking through these women and saying, man, that's dumb. It'd be one thing if you were watching a reality TV show and it's like, man, that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny, man. Those folks are stupid. That's dumb, man. Anyway, you ready to go get something to eat? Yeah, man, that was silly, man. It was really entertaining. But for you to really think that this is the way life is the problem. Modern women getting on podcasts, talking silly, thinking men are going to go along with their foolishness until a man says, no, that's not reality. You're delusional. You can't be sleeping with multiple men like that. You can't be going on multiple dates like that. You can't be acting all aggressive and silly, loud, wanting to throw hands with people. You can't be doing that. Absolutely not. And they get offended. And the women who are actually wives, and running businesses too, got to sit you down and teach you and tell you, stop talking.